welcome back to my channel, guys, and happy Halloween. Today we're going to be making candy apples. So here's everything in a nutshell that you're going to need. I'm going to place a full list below this video of everything in this visual right here. I just wanted to give you guys a visual of what we're going to be using. So the first thing I want to show you guys are just these fun little candies that I got at Walmart. I'm going to be placing these on top of my apples, but I just thought they were fun. I got some Swedish fish. You could basically get any candy you want. There's no specific rule here. I also bought milk chocolate to create a chocolate cover to go over top of my apples, and I got some red food coloring, which you're definitely going to need because you want your candy apples to be red, I'm assuming. If you don't, you can use any color that you want. I'm using red. So I'm going to be placing these sticks in the apple. Make sure you guys take out the stem first, of course, and it's kind of hard to put these in there, so what you're going to want to do is flip them upside down and bang them, or you can use your pot to bang the sticks in. I've seen someone do that as well, but I'm just going to be banging them into my apple to make sure that they are secure. Next, you're going to want to prepare your candy. So I bought Swedish fish, and I also bought candy corn, which I know are gross, but I wanted them for just a visual effect. You can take them off if you don't want them on your apple, if you were going to be eating mine, of course, but you can use any candy that you want. Just make sure that you prepare it and that it's already in bowls for when you stick your apple inside of it. So I'm also going to be cutting up these Swedish fish because I bought them a little too big. I should have bought the smaller ones. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you have some boiled water at hand because you're going to want to clean off your apple. It's just to remove some of that wax. That wax makes it hard for the candy to stick, so make sure that you just kind of run your apple through some boiling water, and don't leave it in too long. You don't want to cook the apple, you just want to get the wax off. So I made sure that I did that. Here I'm just melting the chocolate because this is going to serve as the coating that I'm going to put on one of my candy apples. I wanted a chocolate covered one, so just make sure that you fully melt your chocolate. Now you can do this in the microwave if you're afraid of ruining your pot or burning your chocolate. I kept mine at a low heat to fully melt the chocolate, a very low heat. It doesn't need to be on high because you will burn your chocolate if you leave it on high. So make sure that it's on a low heat. It will melt instantly. I mean, I have a gas stove, so it's pretty easy to do this. Then I'm just going to take my apple and basically roll it around in the chocolate like so, which I'm going to show you guys in a sec. So I kind of just brought the chocolate to the corner of the pot and rolled my apple around in it like I did here. And then what I'm going to do is just take my apple and dip it in my coating. So as you can see, it's still really hot, the chocolate. So you might want to give it a second just to cool down, like a second, literally. Don't leave it too long because then it'll cool and your stuff won't stick. So what I did was I put some white chocolate, some almond, some caramel, and I pretty much put it on my apple. So the next thing you guys are going to want to do is start making your candy for the traditional candy apples that I'm going to be making here. So you're going to need 1.5 cups of sugar or 2 cups of sugar, whichever you prefer. I'm going to need 1 cup of water, which I'm going to add here. And then the next step is to add the light corn syrup. It's important to make sure that you get light corn syrup because not yellow, but the other one will turn out kind of like with a yellowy tint is not what you want. You want to make sure that you get clear or light corn syrup. This way you can add your food coloring, like so. I'm using red dye here, red food coloring, and this is basically going to create that candy apple red that, you know, everyone pretty much uses for their candy apples. So I'm going to let it come to a boil. I'm going to be using a candy thermometer for this. You want to make sure that you bring your candy to 250 to 300 degrees. Some people like to bring it to 280. If that makes you happy, go ahead and do so. That's the candy state. That's where you want to bring it to. Anything lower, you won't have candy. So you want to make sure that it's at that hard candy state. So make sure you bring it between 250 to 300, which 280 is good, I would say, to produce a nice hard candy apple. A little lower, it's going to be kind of chewy, so you don't really want that. So the next thing I want to do is just roll my candy apple into the mixture here, take it out, and I'm going to place it on the wax paper. Make sure your wax paper is greased, of course, because then your apple won't stick. And this is what it should look like. I mean, you can do whatever you want, guys. Just have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Halloween, and I love you. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!